Today we are going to speed run 12 of the very best bang for your buck fragrances you can get a hold of. Every one of these I personally love, and each one of them smells like you'd pay way more money for them. They're the kind of scents that every guy should at least smell once. If they sound interesting to you, maybe go ahead and pick them up, because each of these can be picked up for right around $50 or less, some of them way less. So we're gonna get into this list, but before we do, remember to speed run against the like button and give it a click, and also subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and begin. All right, first up, this one is a classic at this point. I have loved this fragrance for many, many years. I'm talking about Ralph Lauren Polo Red. All you need to know: citrus and grapefruit and cranberry and coffee. That sweet, tart, sour, fruity vibe with some dark coffee undertones. Very good, and surprisingly a compliment getter. Polo Red EDT. This is one of my favorite blue fragrances there is, period. I'm talking about Rochas L'Homme. Very affordable for this big old bottle. And this is a ambroxan and tonka bean blue kind of a fragrance, shower gel freshness, but this one's got this minty aromatic kind of a heart that really sets it apart from most other blue fragrances. It's not completely unlike something like EDP, although they don't smell the same. They are structured in a similar way, clean, fresh, but also sweet and aromatic. Love this stuff, Rochas L'Homme. This next one surprisingly can still be found at rack stores for dirt cheap, like $20 usually. This is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Extreme. This stuff smells phenomenal. It is a sweet, fruity, kind of bright, fruity fragrance in the opening. You've got some star fruit in here, which is very interesting, but then you've got this warm, spicy heart, making it kind of the perfect fragrance for any kind of weather. Although if it's 95 degrees outside, I'd probably reach for something different, but very interesting mix of sweet, fresh fruitiness and some warmer, spicy notes. Again, First Instinct Extreme. This next one I think is the very best of the Uomo fragrances, although I genuinely love, I think, all of them. I think I've smelled all of them. They're all fantastic. This is Uomo Signature. This one takes that Uomo kind of tiramisu DNA, but it adds to it this wonderful leather note. This is a sweet fragrance with some spice, with a good bit of warmth and that leather that I think makes it a very classy, put together fragrance that smells probably 4 times what you'll pay for it. Again, this is Uomo Signature. This next one is also a classic at this point, and I've gone through more bottles of this fragrance than any other on the planet. I'm talking about Dolce & Gabbana The One. This is the EDP. I love the EDT as well, but this is a wonderful cardamom and citrus and tobacco fragrance. It is warm and somewhat spicy. It's got just the right amount of sweetness. There's also a certain powdery texture that in the air you won't mistake for anything else. This has been called the greatest date night fragrance of all time, and who am I to argue? It's probably my favorite date night fragrance. Again, Dolce & Gabbana The One. This next one has not gotten the hype that it deserves. It is fire. I'm talking about Tumi Continuum. If you like fragrances like Spice Bomb, this is a similar kind of a fragrance. It is dark, it's tobacco, it's spicy, it's sweet and woody. It is a phenomenal fall and winter fragrance. Again, it's in the family of something like Spice Bomb. The woodiness is a little different, the spice is a little different, the sweetness is a little different, but if you like one, then you would certainly like the other. I have loved this fragrance, Tumi Continuum. This next one I think is one of the best leather fragrances ever made, and I love leather fragrances. I have a whole shelf of leather up there on top. This one, CH Men, is perfect. It is this wonderful spicy leather. It's got a little bit of a grassy note, which doesn't really smell like grass, but whenever you mix that with the warm, spicy leather, there's also a bit of a sugar note in here as well. Just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of warmth. It is like the perfect fall fragrance, CH Men. This next one is it's a classic cheapie. This is like a must-have in your collection. I'm talking about CK1 Shock. Me and my boys have worn about half of the bottle of this stuff. It is a tobacco and cardamom and kind of bright fruits kind of fragrance. In the opening, it'll remind you a little bit of something like a Monster drink. I wonder if that's what this kind of lettering is about. But then it becomes much deeper. It becomes spicy. It is one of the best $20 fragrances that you can buy, period. Again, CK1 Shock. This next one is very different from what I just showed you. This one is very bright and vibrant and fresh. I'm talking about Missoni Wave. It's been compared to Versace Pour Homme or Signature, and it is that kind of a fragrance. It is a fresh, aromatic citrus fragrance. It's a little bit aquatic. It's a little bit kind of bright and happy and just the right amount of fresh spiciness. It is so amazingly versatile, and it's the kind of fragrance that just about everybody loves. Very mass-pleasing, very popular kind of DNA. Again, Missoni Wave, so very good. Also will remind you of Chanel Allure Homme Sport. This next one I think is one of the best affordable alternatives to one of my favorite fragrances of all time, Valentino Uomo Intense. This is Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Parfum. Make sure you get the Parfum because that's the one with the iris, and the iris is done almost exactly like it is in the Valentino. The fragrance as a whole is so very close to the Valentino, but it doesn't have so much of that vanillic sweetness. This one is perfect for the spring. It even works in the summer without all that sweetness, but if you like the Valentino Uomo Intense, if you like Dior Homme Intense, this is a wonderful fragrance just like those, but cheaper and not quite as sweet. Bleu Noir Parfum. This one's another one of the Uomo fragrances. I just had to throw it in this category. These are some of my favorites, and this one right here, this is Uomo Casual Life. It is the most brilliant mix of that warm, gourmand Uomo DNA with some violet leaf, giving it a bit of an ozonic kind of texture. There's also some citruses and some black pepper. It is such a cool blend of bright aromatic freshness with some warm kind of tonka bean sweetness. Very cool fragrance. Again, Uomo Casual Life. And this one, when you can find it at the rack stores, it is such a great example of a green fragrance. I'm talking about Banana Republic Vintage Green, and this is a citrus aromatic green fragrance. It literally smells kind of like citrus and like fresh mowed grass in the way that you walk outside, you smell that smell of spring, and it immediately puts the color green in your mind. This is a citrus green fragrance, actually surprising quality for the price. And again, if you can find it at the rack store, it's a steal. Vintage Green 78 from Banana Republic. And finally, another one of these absolutely classic DNAs. This one smells so amazing. I waited years before I picked it up because I didn't really know what the hype was about because I'd never tried it. I'm talking about Bogart Pour Homme. I'm telling you, this smells like Xerjoff, Naxos, and barbershop shaving cream. That's literally what it smells like. You take Naxos, that sort of warm, honeyed tobacco goodness, and you layer on top of it the fresh, invigorating barbershop smell of Barbasol. That's the kind of fragrance that you're gonna get. It smells so very good, surprisingly good performance, and very inexpensive, usually less than $30. Bogart Pour Homme. So there's the list of 12 in under 10 minutes, but let me know some of your picks down below. Things that are under 50 bucks that every guy should smell, that they're almost classics at this point. Give a classic click to the like button if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Justin, this is SILLAGESCENTS.